There are several different ways to separate data out and explore different groups. Let's take a look at a data set that includes both males and females and the time it took them to run a marathon race in minutes. If the numbers look a little bit different than you're used to seeing for time, it's because it's not presented in hours minutes, but just the number of minutes it took them to run. You notice we have two groups, males and females. Well, these are coded MF. They can be coded numerically as well, 1, 2, 0, 1, as long as you know what stands for what. In this case, it's obvious that our M's are males and F's are females. Next, we'll go ahead and we'll try and figure out the average for males and females, as well as the median and standard deviation, so we can make a comparison. We do want to analyze the data, and we do want to create descriptive statistics. We're actually going to go down to where it says explore so that we can explore the difference between males and females. In the explore box, we have two different things to choose. The first is what we call the dependent list, or what we are finding the summary statistics of. In this case, we're finding the mean and median, etc. of time. We are going to break this down by the factor of gender, so we're going to go ahead and move our gender variable into the factor. Now, what are the downsides of SPSS? If you click the statistics box, for this particular tool, you only have the option of descriptives or a couple other things. When we choose the descriptives option and click OK, it's actually going to provide us with more information than we need. You can see in this particular case there was 39 females, 111 males, and we have this whole table below here of descriptives. Now, some of these descriptives are things we haven't talked about, and some are things we won't talk about within this course. However, we still do have the important information: the female mean, the male mean. We have the standard deviation for both and the median for both. So we have all that important information captured in this table for comparison. We can then copy and paste this table into a Word document, which, if you want to, once it is copied and pasted into a Word document, you are welcome to trim out any things that we don't necessarily talk about. For example, in this particular class, at this point, we haven't talked about the 95% confidence interval. So if you want to delete these, you can delete them, although it's not required. Some people like to clean it up so that they're not looking at information that they don't need. They find that a little bit overwhelming. However, if you don't want to delete the cells that aren't needed, again, it is not required. But that will help you break this down by gender.